Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans. I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What's going on? What is going on?
Chilling, chilling. What it is.
Um, I've been playing Vampire Survivor.
Is that the first time you tried it?
I played it on Xbox. I think I mindlessly played it on Xbox, but then I just finished Persona 3 Reloaded. I did the DLC, I did everything, and I platinumed it, and I'm done with the game. I really enjoyed the game. I really liked the story arc and what they did. The DLC was interesting because it was like how they dealt with the grief of losing the main character and shit like that. If you sorry spoilers if you didn't know, but in the end he kind of dies and they all like grieving over him and stuff like that. So they kind of see the past and what brought them to the place, and then they see their connection and how he passed away and shit. So they're dealing with the grief and stuff like that, and it kind of builds into that. It was really good, a really good game. I recommend it if you do like turn-based kind of stuff, more fast-paced, like Yakuza, like a dragon. I really enjoyed it though.
Okay. Mhm.
I really enjoyed it. So
That's
I
pretty
then
good.
I needed a game to play. Jackie was trying to get me to play Detroit, that Detroit game for PS5. I started it, but it's like very story based. Is something I had to really pay attention to. So I'm probably gonna go back to that when I'm ready to play a game. But then I was like, oh shit, Vampire Survivor. I paid like $2 for this game. Let's play it. And like 15 hours into that damn game, and fucking, I'm just unlocking shit, and just like it's a very addictive ass game.
Did you play the version that has the Castlevania? Because that's the newest
I
update.
got the DLC for like $1. I haven't played it yet.
Oh, it's separate.
You had
Or
to
did you get it
you had to
after?
build it. You had to build to it.
Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, I haven't touched it either, so I wouldn't know.
It's
I
a fun
just
game.
played the original version. Like I played the before Castlevania version. I'll put it
Okay,
that way.
it's very addictive.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fun. It's
yeah,
very
it's fun.
fun.
And you can play multiplayer too, so that probably is chaotic as shit.
Yeah, I see. I haven't seen that because that was the second I did. I think that was another DLC they put in multiplayer. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just wish it was. It's not online multiplayer though. It's like local multiplayer.
That's what I figured.
Yeah,
That's what I figured.
but it's not bad. I
I
like
mean,
it.
I could probably you could probably do some stuff on PC to get it to play, but
Yeah.
you probably still need a friend to do that. So I don't
Yes.
know if my homie has the game. Um, I did try for the first few hours of Final Fantasy, so it's pretty good. It does have like some minor issues with the graphics on PC.
Yeah.
They don't want you to hear it. Square Enix is coming to get me.
And damn Scott Steiner talked mad
They
shit
said don't
about
talk about
just
that.
talk about Jesse Ventura. And now he's going after you.
I didn't even talk about him. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, the ref sucks." That was pretty funny. He just going on a tangent. It's like, damn, he is upset.
He said
No, no,
Scott
no.
Steiner's
So
math is 2 + 2 = 5.
yeah, like, yeah, that was pretty good. Um, but other than that, it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I did play the original, so it's fun to see the I guess disc two take on the game because
Yeah.
the original had three discs, and since they're breaking it up into three parts, I'm assuming it's pretty much going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, and I managed to not watch anybody's like story. I
Yeah.
just watched gameplay, so I don't know any other story stuff that they changed, so that's pretty good.
Nice.
Like I don't know the ending. And I heard the ending was controversial, which was like, oh, well, at least I get to see it for myself.
Yeah. There's love and there's hate for it.
Hmm.
There's a big mix. I have to go. I have to
Always,
replay that
always.
game too. But Yakuza is like a dragon pirate. Pirate Yakuza is like right around the corner. So I really don't want to start Final Fantasy 7.
No, don't
But
play the original one. Just
hmm?
play the second one. Just play the
No,
second
no,
one.
I don't want
Don't
to
play
start.
the original.
Yeah, it's a lot. No, I have Rebirth. I just haven't. I played it. I think I did the first like 15 hours of it, And then I
I
think
mean,
something
you got
came
a
out.
month.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a month. You could beat the game in like a week
I
if
probably.
you just play it. If you just play it for the story. Like,
I
if you got to platinum it, that's one thing.
I go do everything.
Yeah, that's a
And then I
that's
have
a
a
difference.
fucking game I had to learn, which is like Gwent, and I hate fucking Gwent.
But the card game in this is actually pretty easy.
Mhm.
Like to learn.
Okay.
Is Gwent complicated to learn or no?
Oh, Gwent's annoying as shit.
It's annoying. So that's the difference. Like Queens, I think it's called Queen's Blade. They teach it to you in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. It's super easy. It's just like, do you want to spend the time investing in the cards or no? That's it. Did I mute? No,
Yeah.
because I see it early. It makes you choose between money and
Yeah.
what is it? You could spend money on cars or you could spend money on a weapon. What are you going to do?
I guess I
That's
would.
like
Yeah.
the big hit in the beginning. Sure, you can do whatever you want when you new game plus it, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Okay.
The only thing I've been looking for is I saw some mods come out for it that help speed up the texture loading. So I want to look into how to put that in because
Yeah.
that's about the literally, like I said, the only problem I have with the game
Okay.
is that it sometimes you'll see somebody with like the low res texture on it, like the Monster Hunter thing with the little squares flying around.
Yeah.
The placeholder thing, you sometimes you'll see that. So I'm like, yeah, that kind of sucks. That is the mark of a not very well optimized game, and that's kind of what Square Enix has a reputation for. But the funny thing is, the Epic version of the first one was flawless for me. So I think that's pretty funny. Because this one I have on Steam, and that's a different operating system. Well, a whole different ecosystem than Epic. So,
Yeah.
but it's fun. It's
Nice.
fun.
I'll get to it eventually.
Hmm.
Just talking about again, I have so many damn the Tony Khan with video games. I have so many damn games. I don't know what to pick.
True that. True that.
So yeah, but I've been meaning to go back to that game. I think when I did play it, I did Rebirth before, no, remastered before. So I kind of got burnt out of the game. So when I went to do the second one, I was like, all right, let me take a break from this. And then I think something came out, and then I lost track. Oh, Like a Dragon,
Hmm.
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, that came out. That's what took over everything. Because they came out like a week apart from each other, or like a month apart from each other.
Oh, almost the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, because I think that one came out January, the end of January last year, and then Like a Dragon came out like mid February the next month.
Hmm.
So yeah, I didn't have enough time. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. You got your whole setup and your new monitor. You probably see everything nice now.
That's why I can see when it doesn't load the texture. So they need to fix that.
Nice. But how long have you played so far? You said it like not that long, right?
Uh, yeah, not that far.
Yeah. Are you gonna record gameplay or no?
No, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pretty much the same game. It's just it's like super turbo. There's more stuff to do,
Yeah. There you
which is good.
go. Cool. 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 So our cartoon review thing that we've been doing, we had Sailor Moon as our new pick for this week. So, how you enjoy the first episode of Sailor Moon?
It was very accurate, which is cool. Like most cartoons, you would think that early when they dubbed them
Yeah.
that they would just put a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense or just Americanize it up. So, obviously back then it was a newer thing, so they were like, I don't think they'll get all these Japanese references, so I understand why her nickname in English was Meatball Head and not what it was in the Japanese version. But
Yeah.
other than that, is pretty much almost exactly the same story. Like she's bad at school, she's a whiner. She has the same friend. Unfortunately, her friend doesn't have the Brooklyn accent that
Yeah.
that's the number one thing I remember from the old show was that her best friend had that Brooklyn accent. And I was just like, why? You're in Japan. What? Um, but other than that, it's almost if you like it, you like it, and it's not a bad show. It is almost like a Sentai.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can
kind
see
of
I
basically
can see
basically the
it.
premise is basically the premise
I see
is
it.
except it's not a Zordon type character. It's the cat.
Yeah.
So instead of her getting her magical powers from some giant mystical being, it's the cat that
Yeah.
she saves from the little kids that were bullying it. When she takes the band-aid off of its head and sees the little moon, she called it a ball spot, which I think was funny. And then the cat comes in the window later when after she gets thrown out of the house for getting bad grades.
Yeah.
And then so there's a whole storyline with the evil lady. I forgot what her name already. Whatever. They're all named after jewels,
Yeah.
but she has a plot and has all the women in the city like buy jewelry at discount prices, and then it turns out the jewelry is sucking up their life force.
Yes.
And then the cat, I guess, knows this, and Tuxedo Mask is there for some reason.
Yeah,
Like,
to
why
make
is
their
he?
appearance.
He's a kid. I assume he goes to their school or he went to her school, but he's there at the store looking at it when she throws away the uh the test she had and it hits him in the head.
Yeah.
So he also in the first episode sees that she's a dummy. And so it's a lot of little things that little world building things that they do in the first episode that I think you probably don't have to watch that far in,
Yeah.
and then you get the oh, this is Silamo.
Yeah.
Like you get introduced to a lot of stuff in the first episode, so, which I was surprised at because I don't think I remember seeing it.
I
So it's
remember
pretty good.
this episode a lot. Like I think this was probably the first episode, the first legit episode I did watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I when I watched, I was like, oh shit, I remember all this. I'm surprised how much I remember all this. And yeah, like Tuxedo Mask was just like, hi, I'm here.
Yeah, just what's up?
But you get his story down the road. Like I think you start seeing like who he is outside of it and all that stuff, and like towards the middle of the show. But it was
Hmm.
fun. It was fun, and I actually liked the theme song. It was a
Yeah,
good
but it's
theme.
not the same one too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's not the American one, obviously, but it's alright.
it's alright.
It's alright.
So, do we continue or we go to the next
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's good.
one?
So far it's a good show.
All right. So we're going to episode 2 of Sailor Moon season 1. So I'll be for next week. Um, I did finish Creature Commandos. That was actually really good. Definitely something if you get a chance to watch. Yeah, I think you enjoy it. That's James Gunn's first DC, the new DCU kind of stuff. That's his first take at it, I guess. But think of Guardians of the Galaxy, but with like monsters like Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and shit like that. It was actually really good though. Very good animation and kind of builds a good story into leading to what James Gunn DC movies are gonna be.
Does this have anything to do with anything that's coming out?
It has a little glimpse of Batman that looked like more of the Dark Knight Batman, but they also had a little teaser of Superman being in it.
And it does this mean that they might continue like the animated world, or
Yes,
is this just like okay, all right,
supposedly from what James Gunn said that everything that comes out from now on, like he's trying to connect it all together. So like if it's even as an anime, they might have a live version of them and be connected into the story as well.
okay,
But he wants
that's cool.
everything to be like how the comic books are. Like everyone exists in the world, but everyone has their separate shit to deal with.
Hmm.
So that's kind of how they're doing
And you said that's how many episodes?
it. 8.
Okay,
It was good. Very
so
good.
I'll check that out. The
Um,
initial impression, it looked cool. That's what I saw. So it had my
it's good.
attention.
I think you enjoy it. Good actors in it too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good voice actors. Anything else? I got nothing else. Besides, I finished Persona 5 3. That took forever. I got like 170 hours on that shit.
I mean, that's about it. It's an RPG, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not like
Um,
that's out of character for that.
I think it was more the fact that that game you have to use your time like straight out correctly. If not, you will not finish like all the social links, and that annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So I
That
line
well,
up.
that is one of the things I used to not like the most about Persona. It's just like
So
all
I
of them.
line up finishing that damn game like 3 times in a row.
Does it have New Game Plus or does it not count it like
It
that?
has it, but it doesn't. But like when you do the new game plus, at least you don't have to do the academic shit anymore. You do have to do the social links, but you don't have to worry about the academic stuff. So you could kind of
Okay,
focus on the social links.
gotcha.
But and then I did the DLC, which I was like, I'm already going through it. I might as well do the DLC as well. And again, I really enjoyed the game. I have Metaphor ReFantazio. Again, that's another game I'm gonna wait till after I'm done with Yakuza Like a Dragon. Uh, um,
Mm-hmm.
the Pirate Yakuza. I'm gonna wait till after
Yes.
that, and I'll probably play Metaphor as well. So Final Fantasy Rebirth, Metaphor, ReFantazio are two games on my list that I want to play. So I might start one and see where it goes from there.
Okay, makes sense.
But I turned on Metaphor ReFantazio, and again, it's pretty much Persona, but just with like swords and shit, like knights and like old timey times and shit. But it looks cool, so I'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get there eventually. So,
Eventually.
any other games you're looking forward to before we go to the movie?
No, not really. I mean, Monster Hunter's a known quantity, so I'm not really like, oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna, it's next month. It's just like the Pirate Yakuza game. It's
Yep.
just those two we know about already.
Yes, they're coming.
Like there's nothing like, oh, they just announced this yesterday, and it's like, nah, I didn't see anything like that
Did you see
over the past week.
Oh, shout outs to Phantom Blade that they showed
Yes.
and Ninja
When is,
Gaiden
well, see, they didn't
4.
even say when that's coming out.
Yeah.
That's like they still don't even know if that's this year. So
And
I would just wait.
Ninja Gaiden 4 getting announced.
Uh, I mean that's cool. I like that that exists. I'm not gonna play because they're too hard. I haven't played Ninja Gaiden since 2, and then they remastered 2
Yeah.
with the announcement out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was it's out already. The Shadow Drop.
So I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but I'm not playing that.
I'm excited for it, but I remember finishing the first Ninja Gaiden Black and wanting to burn that game after I finished it.
I can imagine that's a feeling a lot of people had.
Yeah.
And then they made 2 more of those.
Yep.
I heard 3 was a little wonky, but they fixed it later. But
Yeah.
2, I know majority of people who were into 1, they at least went down that rabbit hole.
Do you know if it's the
The
Dead or Alive
dogs.
dude that did it, that is doing the game, or is it? I know Platinum
No, no,
Games is
no.
part of it.
He's. I think he left Team Ninja a long time ago, so he's not. He's been gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Like he's been gone for I think since DOA 5 was his last DOA,
Okay.
and they're up to 6 something, 6 with
They've
a
been on
title.
6 for like 10, like 8 years.
Well, no, I just mean 6 with a title, like 6. It had a name to it.
Oh, okay. I know it
It
was
was
6.
like the year after, and it
Okay.
was like 6 something.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no new DOA games coming out anytime soon. But I mean, maybe if Ninja Gaiden does well, they'll probably because like again, Team Ninja is not the same company because it's not by itself. It's Tecmo Koei now,
Yeah.
and so they make a bunch of stuff. They make Neo, they make Dynasty Warriors. Like I know
Yeah.
it's different teams, but they make Neo. like Team Ninja makes Neo.
Yeah, I know they
So
make Neo. That'd be interesting.
there's a bunch of games. There's a bunch of stuff they probably gonna do before that. Should they do DOA? Sure. Virtua Fighter needs somebody to have like that rivalry with, because that
Yeah.
was what they would do, and then they would put the characters in each other's games. Like I don't know why they stopped. So if there's Virtua Fighter 6, there should be DOA 7.
There you
I
go.
don't see why not.
I don't see mine. I don't mind.
As for Ninja Gaiden, uh, I'm going to play the 2D one
Oh,
that was
that's
announced
cool.
at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
I have I have no interest in the 3D ones unless they change how they play, because
Yeah.
there's just some stuff with the hit detection and the enemies, man, and Ninja Gaiden is like where they could stand there and you swing at them, and for some reason your sword goes through them because they read inputs in that game. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You swing, the ninja just dodges to the side, and it's like,
Nope.
great. So you want me to just keep doing the same move over and over again? Like I don't like that's kind of what standard Ninja Gaiden play boils
Yeah.
down into. You could swing your sword, right? And make the guys jump all over the place, and then you'll get slashed up, and it's like, or you could just do these two or three moves over and over again, and it's just spam the special, and it's like I don't want to. I don't. The loop of Ninja Gaiden is not something I find fun.
Okay.
I'll put it that way. It looks cool as hell when you do it right, but
Yeah.
I don't find it fun to play that game.
It looks cool. Like I'm happy for it. I probably won't pick it up either.
Yeah,
Looks cool.
but again, I'll see how 4 plays. Like,
Yeah.
hopefully they do a demo for 4.
That'd be cool.
Like,
That'd
cause
be
I like Neo's style of gameplay. It's slow. It's a little slower and it's more Souls influenced,
cool. Okay.
but it's its own thing. But I can see the structure of Neo. I can't see the structure of Ninja Gaiden, man. It's just they just on you. I'm like, man, I'm
Okay. All right. You
When
want
is
to get
Devil May
into
Cry
this movie?
6? When is Devil May Cry 6? That's all I want.
Yes. Devil May Cry should come back. I like the
Somebody,
five.
somebody announced part 6. It's been 5 years. 2019 was 5,
Yeah.
and then the DLC was a year later. So come on,
Yes. I'm all for Devil May Cry.
talk about it. I know the guy left, but the team is really good. I think that team is the one more directly responsible for 4. I think it was, and 4 was fine.
Okay.
4 was fine. I know the guy that that they always put his name, the director or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he has his own company now. So
Cool. Right. You want to get into this movie?
yeah. What is it? Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yes.
It is 2019, PG-13, 2 hours and 9 minutes. It wasn't that. This was one of those movies I could say it didn't seem like they took that long.
No. July
Uh,
2nd was the release date.
I did not see this in theaters. Did you see this one?
I did see this in theaters.
Did you see it day one or no?
Probably within that week.
Gotcha.
Probably
Gotcha.
within that week.
It is directed by John Watts.
Yes.
I don't know him by name, but let's see what else he did.
He did the first well, he did all
Oh,
3 Spider-Mans, but recently he did Skeleton Crew Star Wars, which we will probably doing
let's
in Not a
see.
Trekkie eventually. Um this is a movie I know
I
him.
mean, well, if he did the other two, then that's what I know him for,
Yes.
and those are pretty good.
Yes.
Those are pretty good.
There's another movie
He has something I'm interested in, where it says "Our RoboCop remake." I don't know what that is, but
here.
okay, it looks like it's making fun of the new movie,
Yeah,
and I'm down for making fun of that movie
cool.
after seeing it again.
Yeah. So, yeah, John Watts.
All
Let's see
right,
this
so
first.
I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna go back to that. Let's see. Writers, we have Chris McKenna and Eric Summers. Credits: Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, Joe Simon, Jack Kirby for Captain America. Separately. Um, it stars Tom Holland as Peter Parker Spider-Man, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, Jake Gyllenhaal as Quentin Beck slash Mysterio, Marissa Tomei as May Parker, Jon Favreau, Happy Hogan. When's he gonna wear a hat? That's all I want from him is for him to wear a hat. Just do it once. Zendaya as MJ, Jacob Batalon as Ned Leeds, Tony Revolori Flash Thompson, which I'm no little. Oh wait, wasn't there like a teaser to something Venom related
with him, no.
or like another Spider related? That's what it
Yeah,
was. I'm thinking of something else.
yeah,
I will get back to that before the show's over. I want to talk about that because we didn't talk about the Spider-Man cartoon
yes. That comes out
CG
soon.
show. So
This week,
we'll
I
go
think.
back to that. We'll go, and shout outs to Biggie.
Yeah, Biggie.
Um,
We ain't gonna hate on his ass. That's what you do when you're breaking your neck. Just do voiceovers.
we like, what am I supposed to do? Come on, man. It's just talking. Stop. Damn, stop being so, they're so petty. Um,
Could have just did the
Angori,
"Oh, you ready?" He could have did that
and
whole shit. That was a
yeah,
voiceover.
well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's still not nice, but they're not wrong. Angori Rice as Betty Brant. I I'm looking at her as one of the reasons why the movie score is lower. Remy High, her name was High.
Yeah.
Remy High as Brad Davis, his name, excuse me. Martin Starr with two R's as Mr. Harrington. J.B. Smoove, one of my favorite characters in the movie, as Mr. Dell. Jorge Lynn DeVore Jr., Jason Ionel, Kobe Smulders as Maria Hill, Newman Bakar as Dimitri. Is that about all the important
Yeah, we
characters?
got the
Anybody
important
else?
people.
Because Dimitri, I think, was the last major character, right?
Yes.
Right? Sure, there's somebody else. Pat Kiernan, the New York One guy. He was in the movie.
There
There
you
you go.
go.
Just trying to remember if there was anybody else. Um, Other than that, let's see what this one was about. Synopsis wise, Peter Parker, the beloved superhero Spider-Man, faces four destructive elemental monsters. I thought there were five, but anyway. Uh, while on holiday in Europe, soon he receives help from Mysterio, a fellow hero with mysterious origins. This one, I think it, in terms of stories with the villain, I think is the best Spider-Man movie so far that I've seen
Yeah.
because the way they built up Mysterio, the way they built up the elementals, the
Yeah.
shout out to Hydro Man. So, um, it's just like, and then the character, like not to mention, okay, you go ahead and build this whole world with that. Jake Gyllenhaal was a good actor in the movie as well. Like just that stuff combined, and then the reveal of what actually is going on was just like, all right, I'm sure. I was sitting there waiting for it because, of course, I knew, Fishbowl Man was in the movie,
Yeah.
but the way they did it and the way he got, because of course you gotta do how do they do the destruction? What's the explanation behind that? You can't just have the visuals without nothing happening. The way they explain the visuals, then the way they up the destruction by stealing the sunglasses, and then the way they bring Nick Fury into it and then trick Nick Fury is like, okay, all right, all right. They went out of their way to make Mysterio a credible threat.
Yeah.
I was like, fine, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Because usually he's a nothing burger. He's
Yeah.
a nothing burger.
I liked the build of it. I liked the fact that it was a kind of a mystery and how he did everything towards the end. And they showed how he had a whole cast of people doing this shit. It was actually really
Yes.
cool.
Yep.
It was really cool.
Yep. And the little pieces where MJ find is the one that picks up the piece that Spider-Man yanked off
Yeah.
and just paid no attention to. The superior Spider-Man, quote unquote, but not really.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to be? Because isn't that actually not the superior suit and is actually something else, or was it based on a superior?
Which one? The black
The red
and
and black. The red and black.
the red and black was worn early. I'll say like there during the time when he did the Power Cosmic and stuff, he had a black and red suit. So the blue
But that
parts were
was
black, and then the red was.
no, no. So did he have prior to the movie anything to do with Iron Man and like developing his own suit,
Um,
like in the books? Like, was that ever a thing? Because we know about the one with the claws, the arms in the
yeah.
back that was given to him. We know about that one. Like that was in the books also. But was there ever a time when he like went in the lab and made his own with Stark's equipment or whatever? Or whatever?
So I think this was the movie that they really showcased, and then he kind of went like more homey with what he knows with the black and red one. Guys, in the one that he had in the first and beginning of the movie was the one that Stark gave him, and that's the one he tinkered with and did other things with. This one was the one he made off of the Stark tech and shit.
So was it? So this just we just made it for the movie and it looks like the superior one. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, all right. So there you go. We actually get, I guess, the look-alike superior Spider-Man's costume in the movie.
Yeah,
So it's a little nod, although different origins. Um, but no, I thought the movie was like everything came together. Like I think Mysterio was the star of the movie.
yeah. I thought they
I
did a
I,
good job.
I think the downsides for me was the some of the personal kid stuff. I thought Ned's character was lame
Yeah,
because it was done for humor, but like it's 2020. What was this movie? Let's check the year. It's
2019.
2019. It's 2019. The yes, dear, coming dear, that type of characterization of a man in a relationship, of a dude in a relationship. It's like, all right, that's kind of tired too. I'm a little done with that.
Yeah,
So instead of making me laugh, it just made me like his character less.
yeah,
Like that wasn't the intended purpose. I don't think. I think it was more to make you laugh. And it's like, yeah, but this is even in 2019. That's an outdated trope.
yeah.
Like,
I agree.
it made me like Ned less. And then I thought the stuff with him and MJ was funny. I thought the dude trying real hard to get him was hilarious. I thought
Yeah,
but to be fair, you walk in on a dude with his pants down in a abandoned house with a woman. This is like that's weird as hell. Now, as a homie, you as a man who understands that things just happen, you don't just be taking pictures of people like that. That's violation. So that guy was on my shit list. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He was just like, yeah, I don't know. You a little suspect taking pictures of people. If he got some creep stuff going on, let him be a creep.
yeah.
Just let him expose. I said, don't kink shame. Let him expose himself. Talk about MJ looking out for her feelings. That's why you got. That's why you got ostracized. They thought you was a weirdo. I love the teacher like calling him, but nah, man, don't do that. That's weird. So like there was just a bunch of other stuff in the movie that made me laugh. And to take up further, like the one thing I thought was like, eh. So, what about you? Did you have any like standout
I
moments or
like.
anything?
I actually really liked the Mysterio and Spider-Man fight. It reminded me of the
Mm-hmm.
animation. It reminded me of the animated cartoon. Like it really did, especially when he was going into the different worlds and shit. I really dug that. I actually thought they did good with Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. I actually thought the Mysterio character was actually very interesting in how they did it and just the way they did it, and then the whole frame job in the end was insane because the way they
Yeah,
did
yeah,
the end
yeah.
of the
That's true.
movie, the after credits.
The
Um,
after credits, yes.
I do like that. Like Aunt May had a little scene, beginning scenes and stuff like that. As in, like she knows that she's Spider Man, so he's like, "Oh, take the suit with you" and stuff like that, and actually encouraging him to be the superhero he is. The whole Happy Hogan and her thing made me laugh. I thought that was the funny stuff. Um, and then JB Smoove actually has me laughing throughout the movie too, cause just his fucking, he just said, don't be doing that.
This is the little things he
Yeah,
says. It's hilarious. Yeah.
he's really good into in the Ninja
Pootie
Turtles
Pootie Tang.
that, but
He
in
said Pootie Tang.
Ninja Turtles 2012 he's Bebop.
Did we watch that? We didn't watch. No, we watched it once. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So I did see it, but I don't remember.
yeah, he
Okay,
was
I
Bebop
didn't
in
know that.
the 2012 CGI the cartoon, the regular
Oh, in the
cartoon.
car. Wait, wait, wait. The regular
Yeah,
cartoon.
it was him.
He's a. Oh,
Oh, the
wow.
Seamus one was
The
this
movie.
dude, Uncle
But
Ruckus.
that was a. But that was a movie. You mean they got JB Smoove for a the regular
Yeah, he's the
cartoon?
Bebop in the 2012 series.
Wow. Okay. I might need to watch that.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good. And he has like a whole like fucking Tron like looking suit and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just throws his mohawk and his laser beams.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
he's dope. But yeah, it really fun. I thought the movie was fun. I think it picked up from where it left off, and the whole thing with the Iron Man, the whole beginning with the tribute to Iron Man made me laugh as well.
Yes. Yes.
It was good.
And I like that the shades made him look like a young Tony Stark.
Yeah. What do you rate this movie?
This one, I'm gonna go 4 or 5.
4 or 5. So your four or
Four or
fives
five.
consist
Mm-hmm.
of Kick-Ass, Iron Man, Super, Scott Pilgrim, Sin City, Pootie Tang, Lego Batman, Black Panther, and Thor Ragnarok. Ant-Man, Kingsman, Spider-Man:
You
Homecoming.
could put it before Thor Ragnarok.
All right. Spider-Man Far From Home. I think I'm giving it the same. I thought I enjoyed it very much. Uh, I'll put it. Where put Spider-Man?
Is the one thing I would say is that the interpretation of Mysterio makes it seem like, man, if they were to do the Sinister Six properly,
It's
they
weak.
would be they would be terrible. Yeah, they would be terrible. You probably have to do like 3 movies because they would be terrible. If that's just Mysterio,
Yeah. I
if that's
really
just
enjoyed
him.
how they did him too. I really think they did a good job.
Yep.
All right, our next movie in our big countdown of comic book theater is Joker.
I have not seen this. I
All
have
right,
not seen the first
so that is our next movie. I think it's on Max
one. Okay.
or wherever you see your movies at, but I know it's on Max.
Mm-hmm.
We have Joker, and that wraps up 2019. Then we go to 2020, and we have Birds of Prey, New Mutants, X Men, Dark Phoenix, Wonder Woman 84, and Black Widow. There is one solid movie out of them, and the other one is okay, and the rest are doo doo.
I have not seen any of them, so I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you my stuff.
I surprisingly like Birds of Prey. I thought Birds of Prey was a lot of fun.
Okay. Okay.
That was with
Gotcha.
Harley Quinn, Black Widow, not Black
I
Widow, Black Canary,
100% forgot that this was even a thing.
and this dude, the dude that played
Like,
Obi Wan, the
Ewan
the
McGregor?
younger, yeah, Ewan
Oh,
McGregor.
okay.
He plays Black Mask, and he's actually quite good in it.
Is that the first Black Mask in a movie?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And last but not least, we do have the new Spider-Man cartoon
Yes.
debuting
Now, what
on
is it
Disney
called?
Plus. Is Spider-Man your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
Okay. When I
Oh,
saw it, I told you it reminded me of the evolution of the MTV Spider-Man.
I can see that.
Like, it's like, okay, well, the technology is advanced, and this is clearly not just animation.
Yes.
So, like, yeah, I like it.
And we also got shout outs to Big E. Langston. Given
So
his
we
last
don't know
name,
what
yeah.
character.
They haven't announced this character that he's talking, but that he is
Well, he's
in
not
the
Spider
Flash.
Man. He's not Spider Man.
No, he's not.
The other thing is in the trailer for it, they tease something, or maybe it was intentional or not.
Yeah.
When Peter gets bit, there's a few characters around. You see MJ. Who's the girl he's talking to? The Asian girl.
So she's
Is that Silk
in
or no? It's not
Runaways.
Silk. See, I don't even know the
She's
characters.
a
Okay, so
character in
that's
Runaways. She was like a witch kind of character in Runaways.
so the spider doesn't die like it sometimes does, and then the blue spider crawls away on somebody else's book bag, and then you see the hand. I thought it was like, oh, it's trying to tease Miles, and you see it's a white dude's hand.
Yeah.
But like in my head, I go, are they teasing Flash Thompson as like Venom?
Yeah. I think, but in this show, Flash is actually a friend of his.
I mean, Flash Thompson, Venom's not a bad guy. Just
Well,
saying.
Flash in the beginning, he's a dick to Peter,
He's a dickhead,
and then they
but
become friends like down the road.
just saying. I'm just saying. Some other kid who's in a school picks up the book bag. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, I did notice that.
I'm like, that's why I said, is it Flash? Because he's usually the other person involved with Spider stuff. I'm like, okay, all
I'm
right.
trying to find out who he's playing. Oh, so the dude that voice casted for the Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, he did the show that Biggie was on, the cartoon, Laser Wolf.
Laser Wolf, got you.
He did the
All right,
voice casting for that.
makes sense.
All right, and yeah, they don't really show who he plays, but I'm excited. It starts this week, so keep an eye out. I'll definitely gonna check it out.
Yeah, sure.
I don't like the white suit though.
The white suit? Oh, you mean the? Well, he has to beat up the kind of like Scarlet Spider, the
Yeah,
generic or Miles the starter kit suit.
yeah.
So
No,
we'll see
like
what
he
it
has
turns
actual
into.
the white suit. Like it looks like this Future Foundation suit.
Oh, so I must not have seen that. I just saw him with the backpack and the hoodie on.
Okay, I'm okay with that. It actually looks kind of cool. I'm excited though. It comes starts this week. If anything, we watch it. We'll talk about it next guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Gotcha.
wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere where Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress.
Yep, yep.
So check it out.
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark the Mic. Also follow our other casts. We have a Not a Trekkie, Shell Shock podcast, the Morphin Cast, and Gamer Rage podcast. We'll be recording soon for Not a Trekkie and Shell Shock and Sentai. We'll be doing at the end of February because Sentai is a lot of fucking episodes. So we are started working on the Sentai one, Gozier, and we'll be having a new cast at the end of the month. The American ones are a little easier to do, so we'll be a bit more on point with that after this. And that's it. Always remember, for all the jinkies.
He's hungry.
Laters. Oh shit.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you